So then guys, I wanted to just jump on and do a quick analysis of the cryptocurrency markets. We've had a huge day here from Bitcoin. So the question is the bear market over? Now, I did speak about a couple weeks ago around this kind of section that if we were to see a close below the S2 on the pivot, you can go back from my channel on the videos and it will be there, that this could be the bottom because price tends to do nothing, or it tends to just, kind of drift and just kind of, go along, or it could be the start of a new leg. Now, as you can see, Bitcoin here, we've got Bitcoin here on the daily, but if we go out to the weekly, we can see Bitcoin has gone down for quite some time, especially with stocks and other things, showing strength. So, in my opinion, after this week, we saw, okay, cool. Bitcoin's done something it's not done since I believe it was November 2022, which did mark a couple of weeks before the bottom. Now, what's really important to do is to just zoom out. If you're feeling flustered and you're feeling like rushed back into stuff, just look at that. It's still got so much time to go above there. So don't feel like you have to buy an ape in. Don't feel like you have to do all these things. You've got to have your plans. You've got to be set and ready. And one super bullish candle shouldn't be forcing you just to buy. However, as you can see here on the weekly, we are currently breaking structure, which again can be bullish. So run up to here, you potentially could expect here on a Bitcoin. But there's also a couple other coins that are definitely showing of interest to myself. So Zcash, again, one that's not really been beaten down, one that's just consolidated throughout the year. It did have this run here, and there was a couple coins actually, and we'll get into them, that did have these runs. So I think these ones are ones to watch. Yes, you've got your ETHs, yes, you've got your Sols, but they're exactly like this. Beaten down, not much, going on from a perspective when you zoom out. But if you look at Zcash, we've got Hype here as well, and we've got Venice token as well. These are coins that have been bullish. Now, I would definitely be taking note of that because, as Jesse Livermore once said, you want to buy high and sell higher. There'll be many crypto coins like Pepe or many other, meme coins, or even you could say ETH and Sol that would be so beaten down and they'll be so low. You might be thinking, oh, these are really cheap. Now, it's hard to be, a fundamental analyst when it comes to crypto. You could argue ETH and Sol are maybe a bit different, but there'll be coins out there you maybe were really bullish on throughout 2024, 2025. And if they've made a new low on their weekly, so let's say, for example, we've got Venice token here, or I think a better example maybe Monero. As you can see here, if Monero was to go down and close below there, which a lot of coins would have done, they would have closed below their previous cycle or be back down there, I wouldn't be too excited. All right. So those are the kind of things I would be looking at. So I'd be looking for strength in coins. As you can see here, Monero, which is pretty hard to pronounce. Again, showing some strength. That's something I would definitely be interested. So these, in terms of altcoins, I'd be interested. Another good thing I do speak about on the channel as well is actually charting them against Bitcoin. And does it show relative strength against Bitcoin? So we will do that now. So as you can see here, have we got one there? There, Monero versus Bitcoin, showing some relative strength. So again, that could be another argument because things just tend to track Bitcoin. Things just tend to follow Bitcoin. But if you've got a coin showing relative strength versus, the base layer, Bitcoin, that's a good sign. You can do the same for stocks. I speak about this a lot. You can talk about Nvidia. Is it strong against the NASDAQ, the S&P? If so, that could be potentially a sign that it's going to have some strength. And yeah, Bitcoin, I think I just want to jump on and say, don't get too rushed. Don't get too flustered. One day, you shouldn't be making huge decisions and you shouldn't be rushing to buy because when you zoom out, it's got a lot to do. But definitely take note of some of those altcoins that are showing relative strength like this. If you want to find out more about markets and what I'm, looking at, I do have a free newsletter. Link to that in the description. See you in the next one.